In today's video, we're going to update our Davinci Resolve project server and we're going to move it to the Homelab. Y'all stay with me. Hey everybody, Scott Burnette here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Glad to see everybody here today. Hope you're having a great weekend. So, Davinci Resolve, that's my video editor of choice. I use it on all my videos now. And they have three different options. You can use a local database, a network database, and a cloud database. Well, I've been using local database for a long time, then I moved to the network, and you'll see this video right here where I did a Docker instance on Windows 10 and created a network share for the database. Well, it wasn't as stable and it wasn't as snappy as I would like. Even though I gave it more resources and put it on a stronger machine, I still didn't like the way it ran in Docker. Well, I ran up on a YouTuber. His channel is the Bear Tech. And I'll show you his channel here in a minute. And he is a software engineer and does a lot of coding and everything. And he came up with a way to do it on a Ubuntu VM. And I tried it and it works great. It's pretty stable. I'm going to wipe mine out and start over from scratch. And I'm going to show you his method, and I encourage everybody to go over to his channel, show him some subscribes and likes over there. He does some really good videos. So let's get started. We're going to go to my Homelab, which is my Proxmox VM server. Okay, we're back on the Proxmox VM server that I've been doing the series on, and I'll link the playlist right up here above me. So what I did, I created a brand new Ubuntu server VM, and where I did the first one on the server, I'll link up here too. So I've got it, and it is just a 2-core, 2 gig Ubuntu server, 40 gig drive, and it's just a standard machine. So what we got to do, we got to follow the Bear Tech's instructions. And here's the Bear Tech site. I'm going to link to him in the description. And here's his website, and here's the software that you run to create your PostgresQL database. So let's go ahead and start here. We're going to open up I'm in Windows today. You can do this on Mac, Linux, Windows, whatever, but I'm in the Windows terminal today, so I'm going to SSH. And if you want me to do a video on SSH, can't type like that with trying to talk. So if you want me to do a video on SSH, I will. Alright, so we are SSH. This is a secure terminal connection to the server. Let me make it a little bit bigger. There we go. So here we are on the project server. So what we need to do now, and the list of the instructions right here will be in the description. So we'll sudo apt upgrade or update. I always do this first. Make sure we're on the latest and greatest of everything. Then we'll sudo apt upgrade. And looks like we're all up to date on it and everything. So now what we'll do sudo apt install postgresql. We'll do this. Hit yes. This is our database. And it only takes a minute. We'll tell it to restart the service. And there we go. And we'll come back and up arrow one twice, and we'll come back and go contrib. We'll tell it to restart that service. And we're done with that. Alright, now we need to edit a couple of files. Okay, the two files in question are, we're going to do sudo nano, that's the file editor of choice, do etc postgres equal, make sure I got it spelled right, yep. See, version 14, and then main, then postgresql.conf. Is that right? Okay. There we go. So now we need to go down here and edit a file, or a line here. All right, we need to do Control W. On Windows, it's Option W on the Mac? I can't remember. So we'll do listen underscore. And there we go. There's the line we need to comment out. So we'll do a backspace, and then we'll come over here to where it says localhost, and we're going to put an asterisk. That means we want to listen to everybody. I'm going to do a little neatening up here. There we go. Then I'm going to do Control X. I'm going to save the modified buffer. Yes. Enter. And that's all we have to do on that one. Alright, we're going to come back up and we're going to edit another file. And it's sudo nano etc postgresql 14 main pg underscore hba dot conf. There we go. Now we're going to scroll down till we get to the very bottom down here. So we're going to type this in. We're going to go host. We hit tab, all, tab, all. And I like having all my characters all lined up. We'll go tab twice, and we'll go 0.0.0.0/0 tab SCRAM -SHA -256. That's all you got to do. Now I like having all my columns neat like that and everything. We're going to do a Control X. We're going to save the modified buffer and then hit enter. Alright, next thing in the terminal, we're going to do sudo systemctl restart postgresql. This will restart the PostgreSQL service. Misspelled it. There we go. Now that is done in that part. So now we have our database created. We have the listener set up to listen for everybody. And service is restarted. So now that part is ready. Now we need to go get the software, the command line software from the BearTech. So we'll do that next. Okay, so in the terminal we're going to type clear again. We're going to clear it up. Now we're going to go over to the wirebear.co.uk/software/studio server client. Now this is a free tool that they've written, and it's a really neat thing. It does not have a user interface. It's all command line. So we have the PostgreSQL database already installed on our Linux server, and we have it configured to allow remote database connections. Now we will grab this line of code right here. This is a bash script. We'll copy it, go back to our terminal, right click and then hit enter. It's going to make a pull. And here's what it looks like. So all of our dependencies are good. It says by default local database backups are purged when they're older than 30 days. If you'd like to change this value, I'm going to type 60 and hit enter. They would like for you to register your email address so they know that it's being used. They say they'll never spam or sell the information. They just want to know that the software is being used. I always put mine in there because I think they did a good job writing this, and they don't ask for any money or anything. It's pretty cool. So now the installation is complete. And now what we need to do, we actually need to go and create a database. So if you scroll down, you have a command index, and you can create a project database with a random password. You can create it with a specific password. You can reset your passwords, delete, backups. I mean, it is a cool piece of software. You can enable nightly backups if you have a really huge video editing presence, and you want to keep it going. You can check for updates. It's pretty cool. So what I want to do, I want to go ahead and create a project database. So we'll pull our terminal back up. Let me move it over here. So we'll see studio -- create. And what we'll call it, we'll call it YouTube database. No, I'm going to do _DB. And my password will be ~YM strong. Let's see if it creates that. And I forgot to do sudo. Sudo. I don't think I want to create nightly backups. Now it actually changed my password to that. But there's my user, my password, and my database name. So that seemed to work really good. Now it says if you'd like to set up automatic nightly backups. So let's do that just for the heck of it. And it did it. That's pretty neat. All right, so now we have the database created. Now let's open up our Davinci Resolve. We'll keep that right there. And this works Windows, Mac, or Linux. I mean, it's... All right, so now we have this open. We're going to go to Network. And we're going to add a project library. And the little applet comes up and says Add Project Library. We'll hit Connect, not Create. I'm going to say YouTube DB. YouTube_DB. Is that right? Yep. Location, this is the IP address of your server. Our username is YouTube_DB. And this is our password. And we're going to hit connect. And there it is. My network PostgreSQL database right there. And it'll allow you to back up and everything, share the key, you can optimize, duplicate, whatever. We're going to create a new project. And this is going to be and there it is. Now if I go back to my project manager, there's my project. Now you can export, import, whatever you want to do from there. So that was not too hard. It took me, what, 10 minutes or so? All right, so we've got it set up. The Windows machine is hitting it just perfect. Now I've got my M1 MacBook Air. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to record my screen here. So hopefully I'm recording here. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull up our settings. We're going to open up Davinci Resolve on the Mac. What's funny, this little laptop is a whole lot faster than my Windows machine. It's pretty cool. It's just I like having the big screen. I got my camera set up and lights and everything, which I'll do a setup video on this side over here. It's pretty neat. Okay, so I'm opening up Davinci Resolve here. I'm going to go to Network. I'm going to add a project library. I'm going to say YouTube_DB. My IP address is 192.168.86.30. YouTube_DB. My password is we're going to hit connect. I almost hit create. Okay, now I'm getting an incompatible. So what version am I running here? 18.1. What am I running over here? 18.0. Okay, so we've run into a little issue here. So I need to upgrade the Davinci Resolve so each instance has to be the same version or pretty close. So I'll put 18.1 on here, come back, and we'll check it out. Okay, I am installing 18.1.1 on the Mac. And hopefully it's not going to take 7 minutes to do this. It usually doesn't. It's usually pretty quick. So when I was playing with it yesterday, I created one and as a test, and it was on this version. Okay, that makes sense now. All right. So, all right. Let's see what we got here. Let's keep that. That. Let's open it up and see what we got now. shows some of the new changes there. All right. Okay, we're going to upgrade the project libraries. Go to network. And there's my YouTube DB, and there's my project server. Very cool. All right, so Windows and Mac now, I can share all my files to the NAS. Bring them down if I want to be on the mobile. If I want to be right here on the desktop, I can do it right here. That'll work. All right, let's finish this up. All right, what do you think about that? Another step for the Homelab. The Proxmox server, it's going to be to where I'm going to have a Super Dyno Whopper machine for this. So, but I think this machine's been good to me so far, so I think it'll work. Next video will be Home Assistant. That'll be the next thing I go for. We're going to get it off the Raspberry Pi and put it on the Homelab. So, hey, I can't thank you enough for watching the videos today and subscribing and everything. And I encourage you to go over and visit the Bear Tech on YouTube. The Bear Tech. B-E-A-R, like a bear. So he's got some cool videos, and I'm gonna torture test this today and see what I need to do to it. So anyway, I hope y'all like this video. I hope you get something out of it. If you do, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to be notified when I put out more content. Homelab, I hope will just get bigger and bigger, and I'm enjoying it. I hope you are too. I had some good comments so far about it. I hope I'm teaching you something, and I'm hoping I'm learning something myself, which I know I am, and I love learning. It's a cool thing. So hope everybody's having a great day today, and that's about it. So yep, that's about it. So like I always say, until the next video, thanks for watching.